Peer-to-peer network, or PTOP, just dropped a couple of massive announcements, a new AI venture and a huge corporate restructuring. Now, at first glance, you might think they're totally separate things, but if you look a little closer, you'll see they're actually two sides of the same coin, part of one big, ambitious strategy. So let's dive in and decode what's really going on. First things first, you've got to understand where PTOP sits in the market. They are the first and currently the only publicly traded company out there that's all about digital business cards. This isn't just a fun fact, it's the whole foundation for everything we're about to talk about. At the heart of their business is Mobicar, their next-generation digital business card that's all about making networking smarter and easier. And trust me, the evolution of this core product is absolutely central to where PTOP is headed next. All right, so here's what we're going to cover. We'll start with the new AI venture, get to know the strategists behind it, and then unpack their dual-track growth strategy. After that, we'll look at the restructuring they've done and see how it all ties into what they're calling their new growth phase. Okay, let's get right to it. The first big piece of news is that PTOP is making a serious move into the world of artificial intelligence. This is a huge step beyond their original business. So, how are they doing it? Well, they've officially signed what's called a letter of intent. The goal? To create a brand new division inside the company that is 100% focused on AI. This is their first real, tangible step into this new arena. Okay, so you might be wondering, what in the world is a letter of intent? The easiest way to think of it is less like a final contract and more like a formal handshake. It basically lays out the initial terms and shows that both sides are serious about moving forward together. This whole deal is a joint venture between PTOP and a private firm called INS Digital Intelligence. And when you look at what each side brings to the table, it really starts to click. You have PTOP, the public company with its established Mobicar platform, teaming up with INS, which specializes in custom AI. It's one of those classic partnerships where the whole is potentially much, much greater than the sum of its parts. All right, a big vision like this needs a leader, right? You need someone in the driver's seat. So who is the person they've chosen to captain this new AI ship? That would be Derek McCarthy. He's the founder of INS Digital Intelligence, and now he's stepping in as the president of this new AI division right inside PTOP. This is a guy who's built everything from AI chatbots for public companies to really sophisticated engagement tools. And let me tell you, this guy is not thinking small. Listen to this quote from him. He's already talking about a massive revenue target and even floating the idea of spinning the AI division out into its own separate public company down the road. I mean, wow. Talk about an ambitious goal right out of the gate. Let's just pause on that for a second. We're talking about $1 million. And this isn't some fuzzy long-term goal. It's a hard number with a deadline, 12 to 18 months. That's a real benchmark they've put out there for the market, for investors, for everyone to see. So you might be thinking, does all this AI talk mean they're ditching their digital business cards? The answer is a big no. And this is where we get into the really clever part of their plan, their dual-track strategy. So what is a dual-track strategy? It's not about jumping from one ship to another. It's about building a second, faster ship right alongside the first one. The idea is that they can keep improving Mobicar while also building this brand new AI business. And the best part? Each one is supposed to help the other grow faster. And this is really where you see those two tracks coming together. For PTOP, AI isn't just some cool new feature to bolt on. They see it as the next logical step, the actual evolution of what a digital business card can even be. They're looking to redefine the entire space. Okay, but you can't build a skyscraper on a shaky foundation, right? You need a solid base to support all this growth. And that's where the second big piece of news comes in, a major corporate restructure. So, to get ready for all this, PTOP just did something called a 1-for-400 reverse stock split. Now, I know the term reverse split can sometimes make investors a little jumpy. So the real question is, why did they do it? What's the strategy here? Well, here's the thinking behind it, broken down step by step. First, it consolidates the shares, which just makes the whole capital structure cleaner. That, plus a higher price per share, makes the stock way more attractive to the big players. We're talking institutional investors. This also helps them meet the listing requirements for bigger stock exchanges. At the end of the day, it's all about sending one clear message to the market. PTOP is serious, and it's gearing up for major growth.
So, when you put it all together, the new AI venture, the big restructure, it's clear the company is turning a new page. And the CEO himself is making that very, very clear. CEO Josh Soditis really sets the stage by looking back at the promises he made when he first took the job. He's basically saying, look, we did what we said we were going to do. It's all about building that trust and credibility before he lays out the next big vision for the company. And once he's established that track record, he pivots to the future. He's making a new commitment, taking PTOP to the next level. And he's not just talking about growth, he's calling it the company's accelerated growth phase. That's a pretty bold declaration, right? So let's connect all the dots one last time. You've got the new AI division, this dual-track strategy, a freshly restructured foundation, and a CEO declaring an accelerated growth phase. It all leads to one massive question. Could this be the start of PTOP's breakout moment? We'll have to wait and see, but it's definitely one to watch.